Hey guys, Saturn here, and I've got Pokédirect Review 2019 2. I've got a new slideshow because I lost the old one. That was an accident. But anyway, this video is slightly overdue. I planned to do it when we had the second, Pokemon Direct back in June, but it's been about a month since then, a month and a few days, and we got a new trailer today, so that's how I'm recording this anyway. So that's a lot of fun. I've got all that in this video. Soon I'll have updates to the region and the Pokemon videos as well, because I'd like to update that. I don't think I'll have any updates to the language barrier video, so we will need that. But this is GBC News, technically episode 2. So let's get started. The first Pokemon I'd like to show off to you is Wooloo. It's a normal type and has the ability Fluffy, which means it will take, I think it's super effective damage from fire type moves, but I'm fairly sure that it has some other property that is good. I can't remember. Gossifleur. This is a grass type Pokemon with the ability Cotton Down, which is brand new and will lower the speed of the opposing Pokemon. Eldegoss, which is Gossifleur's evolution, another grass type, Cotton Down. This is also the signature Pokemon of Milo, the first gym leader. We'll go on to him later. Next up is Dreadnought, a water and rock type with the ability Strong Jaw. This has been used by Tyrantrum, I believe, and Tyrant and Pokemon like that. Corviknight, undoubtedly one of the best new Pokemon, is a steel flying type with the abilities Pressure and Unnerve. It does look awesome, and I feel it should be a dark flying type, but it seems to be like a new Skarmory, thus leading me to believe that Skarmory will not be making its two new games. Next up is Zacian, the sword legendary, possibly a water and steel type given the colouring and the fact that it has a sword making it steel. Makes sense. If it's not water steel, then I think it would be water fighting, but that's my predictions anyway. And Zamazenta, the shield legendary, and the one I'll be seeing, and I think it might be a fire steel, again given the colouring, because there's a lot of red on its colour scheme. Character wise, we have Hop, who is your rival and the brother of the champion of the Galar region. When I say he is your rival, it's very likely that there's going to be multiple rivals, seeing as on multiple times on the Pokemon website it says rivals instead of rival, and even in the original Direct it said one of your rivals instead of just your rival. And also the leak that has pretty much predicted a lot has said something about 2 other people. I haven't read the leak because I don't really want to spoil myself for the game, but it did say it has predicted a lot, including the first 2 gym leaders. Didn't correctly predict the 3rd gym leader though. It did get the type, but it didn't get the name. Next up is Tom, name pending. Actually, we do have their official name is Victor, I just haven't changed it. The official name is Victor according to, the E3 stuff. We believe he's probably lived in Galar his whole life, given that the house looks pretty, Galan, and he looks like someone who's from Galar. Again, we have Izzy, name pending, aka Gloria, which is likely their official name. Again, this is the female protagonist, not the male protagonist, but yeah, another one from Galar. Leon, the champion of the Galar region, has never lost an official battle, and he even mentions this in one of his quotes. He says, "I don't lose battles," and then he says that to someone. We don't know who that is, but I want to know who it is. But Leon is also the brother of Hop, and the person who will be endorsing you throughout your journey. Magnolia is the professor of Galar, and they specialise in the research of Dynamax. Their design kind of reminds me of Professor Juniper a lot, with the hairstyle, but I think that it's nice that we have a second female professor, mainline female professor, Professor Burnett does exist. But her staff seems to be representing Corviknight. If not, it'll be the early root bird, which I don't think we've seen. Also on her necklace, it might be, I think that might be a Z crystal, but I can't tell. Her granddaughter is Sonia, who is Magnolia's assistant and granddaughter. rumoured to be Leon's rival as well. She'll be helping you out throughout your journey in Galar, and is likely the person who will give you the Dynamax and Gigantamax band. Milo, the grass gym leader, and likely the first gym leader as well. His signature Pokemon is Eldegoss, but we know he has two, meaning he likely has a Gossifleur or a Wooloo. Wooloo's quite unlikely for him, but like a Gossifleur and or a new Pokemon that is grass type, or one of the old Pokemon that are returning. Because we do know they are going to be using a returning Pokemon, as you'll see later. But now we go on to Dynamax, giant Pokemon only in certain areas. Dynamax can work with any species of Pokemon and any Pokemon from that species. You can just do it, there has to be in a certain area, either in an area where you can perform a max raid battle, which is in the wild area only, or in a gym battle. Those are the only two places you can do it. It's likely the Elite Four battles too, and possibly the final rival battles as well. Dynamax again works with any Pokemon and can only be done in certain places. It only lasts for 3 turns, which is what really differentiates it to Mega Evolution and Z moves, and every move is a max move. So Max Strike, probably Tackle. Max Overgrowth, I'm guessing something like Leafage or his new move, which we'll go on to later. Max Guard is probably Growl or Harden, something like that. But I guess we'll have to find out more later. Dynamax also requires the Dynamax band, which is likely also going to be used for Gigantamaxing, which we'll also move on to later. Similar to the Mega Ring and the Z Ring, I am starting to get a little overwhelmed. Like, how many arms do Game Freak think we have? Like, the reason that Z moves and Mega Evolutions are not programmed into the game is so that we don't have to wear literally 3 bracelets on our wrist. However, Let's Go and Sun and Moon handle this quite well, but like I preferred seeing the Mega Ring. Anyway, max raid battles are 4-player battles, 4v1. it's like reverse SOS battles, but that Pokemon can use 4 moves. Like it can use it can't use 4 moves. It can use 1 move that hits all 4 of you. Only 1 person can Dynamax during the entire battle. Next up is the Wild area, which is the open world Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild style area, which we've all wanted in a Pokemon game, and it looks beautiful. A lot of people are saying the animation looks terrible. I don't know what to say to those people other than look closer. It looks stunning. I think the game looks stunning. The reason it looks so pixelated is because I've got screenshots from the Pokemon website, and that has them quite small, and so that's the reason that you can see. But you can see like how well they've done with perspective. You can see that the slightly more translucent is the tower with the castle tower with the crown. Windsor, I think that's based on, as I mentioned in my region video. And you can see the Steam City a lot clearer. In the open world, in the other image, you can see a giant rock that I'm betting is possibly going to be based on Stonehenge, like only Stonehenge homage. I don't know. Who knows? Because we didn't see a Stonehenge on the map. The proper Stonehenge homage is in Carlos, which doesn't make any sense because that's France. So, yeah. Also, Pokemon in the Overworld. I did put that as part of the wild area, but that's actually one of the 2 different ways you can encounter Pokemon in any area. They have brought back encounters called static encounters, which are the ones that you saw in Let's Go. They're the ones where you can see the Pokemon and you just run into it. But this also confirms that Bronzor will be returning. But there's also the other type, I can't remember what they call it, but we'll go on to that later, where it's just literally running into them in the wild, like every other main series game, minus Let's Go. Rotom can also upgrade your bike. He can make you travel in water, or make you speed up. It's really useful actually, and Mantine and Mantike and Milotic are just there. You can just run into them while battle initiate. It looks awesome, and this is the replacement for Surf. It also has a dynamic weather system, I'm assuming that this isn't based on local weather. I hope not, because then I'll be having rain 90% of the time. In summer I might have a lot of good weather, because if you don't know, British summers at the moment are absolutely sweltering. A bit like last year actually. Global warming needs to stop. Back to the video. In the world area, you can actually have camera control. Now this was mentioned in the video, but I did want to get like something that is even more trustworthy. So I went into Pokemon.com, and it does actually say, while in the wild area, you'll be able to control the camera in order to explore the vast space around you and search for Pokemon and items. The Rotom phone is a replacement for the Rotom Pokédex from Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And can I just say, Game Freak, I don't care how much money it costs to make, I want a Rotom phone case. A lot of people want the Porygon phone case from Pokemon Masters. I'll be doing a separate video on Masters closer to its release. But, oh my god, I want the Rotom phone. It has the Pokédex in it, and it probably has some sort of social media. They'll probably call it like Pokegram or UPoke or Poke2. I don't know. But it'll probably have that, and maybe an homage to Pokemon Go or Pokemon Masters is what some people are saying. So, that seems fun. And the Rotom phone, again, upgrade your bike, super fast bike, surfing bike. I do not like the bike uniform. Why do we need a uniform? Like, I got the ride page and stuff, but that colour scheme is terrible. Anyway, the Steam City, or at least I assume this is the Steam City, looks great. I love how this looks. It just looks incredible. You can see the train system. It's based on an electric train that we have in the UK, and or we can see all the chimneys working. And the Pokemon Center. Oh my god, how long can I go on a rant about the Pokemon Center? Well, not a rant, but like, I love the fact that it changes between rural and urban, and possibly even more like high tech in the different cities. I just love that. It just really, really fits. Kind of like, I think Carlos did a similar thing with the Pokemarts, like in I wouldn't say that actually. I don't know. Like, it's so nice to see that though, because like in Carlos, speaking of, when you saw the big junky Pokemon centers in some of the towns, it felt really out of place. It didn't feel right for it to be there. But like, because it's changing between each town, that just feels so right. But we haven't seen the inside yet, and I would like to see the inside of the Pokemon Center soon, please. We also saw it at night, meaning day-night cycle is returning, but that was fairly obvious anyway. It does also confirm that inside the Steam City there will be a gym, who has not been revealed, because that is not the gym that was revealed in today's trailer. But we can also get a better look at that Pokemon Center I was talking about, as well as seeing Steenie, confirming that Steenie, Bounsweet, and Sarina will also be returning. There is also a Pokemon that I'm not sure whether it's a new Pokemon, or whether it's Phantom. It kind of looks like Phantom to me. On that sign, like by the light lamp, and but we can also see there's lots of cogs and a lot of construction work. Even you can see by the crane, but that seems to be like this entire city runs on steam power. The Castle City, massive tower. It looks great, and this is probably where the gym's going to be. Now I have mentioned a Hogwarts style castle because I think that might be like a trainer's school for the elites or something, possibly where one of your rivals is from. I think that would be pretty interesting, or possibly where Leon was brought up. But this is likely not the Elite Four place, because that seems to be in the top city of the region. This is likely just where you have an urgent battle. Hot does choose the starter weak to yours, but there is a leak that says he will choose 2 starters, which I don't understand. But like, because it's very likely that you're going to get 3 rivals, it does give us an opportunity to have one where there is a stronger starter as well. I'll talk about that, but it's very likely that we're going to get a one starter that's weak to yours, one starter that's strong to yours, and possibly one that isn't even a normal starter Pokemon, a bit like Pikachu in Pokemon Yellow. But then we take a look at Professor Magnolia's lab. This is where you're likely to have your first battle with Trace, And you're able to get your Pokemon in that shed that you can see in the corner, because in a future screenshot that we got in today's trailer, it seems that that's where Leon talks to you and Hop. But you can also see a youngster trainer class just outside, meaning that you probably already have a Pokemon by now. So who knows what's going to happen with that. I'm excited to find out. Diglett's Monument. Dynamax, Diglett, or Dugtrio. I think it's more likely just 3 Diglets, but could be a Dugtrio. This is probably a Dynamax Diglett rather than just 3 Diglets. I think it could be quite interesting seeing the fact that there is going to be Dynamax Monument, like an homage to like one of the first Dynamax Pokemon ever. And the first design Pokemon ever as well, actually. Here we see Sonia inside the Pokemon Lab, similar to one where we first saw it in the first trailer, but we just see Sonia here as well, meaning that we will have an interaction with her and Professor Magnolia in this lab. Magnolia also seems to have a house. Whether it's the same as her lab, we don't know yet, but this is where you're likely to receive your Pokedex, possibly, from your Rotom phone, or possibly like an app for your Rotom phone. Who knows, because I'm intrigued by it, if I'm honest. Encounters. You need to run to the exclamation point to encounter Pokemon. If you're using that other type of encounter that I wasn't taught, that isn't the static encounter. And camping from a leak. Yeah, it seems to replace Amy and Refresh. I like that idea, because camping is something that a lot of British people do, including myself. I've been a bit worn out from camping recently, but yes. It does look to be quite fun, and I will be definitely utilising this feature with all of my Pokemon. The wild area has amazing camera angles, even though you can change them, and realistic view. It just is so awesome. It just looks incredible. Whoever's saying that this game looks terrible is absolutely wrong. Pokemon do appear in the Overworld. I did mention this earlier. Why it's being brought up again by me. The Lost Tower area, that's what I'm calling it, because I know that's the name of the one in Sinnoh. I was getting it mixed up. This tower area is not explorable, even though I really wanted it to be, because that would be awesome to get some ghost types in there. But it's likely that we're going to get some of the ghost types towards the 3rd gym. You'll see why in a bit, if you haven't seen the trailer. Wild area, fishing is back. Yay, it looks to be normal fishing, like the one that we had in Pokemon XY, Grass, and the one that we didn't have in Sun and Moon. Because I would rather have the one that we had in XY and Grass, because Sun and Moon's one was pretty terrible in my opinion. The berry trees, this is pretty interesting. We're getting them again instead of berry piles from Sun and Moon. But this time you seem to be able to shake them, unlike in X and Y, unless you can do that and I'm just doing it wrong. But you're getting just to be able to pick up the berries that you drop. A bit of a mix from the Sun and Moon style and the X and Y style. But in the wild area, you also seem to be able to whistle to Pokemon to get them to come closer, to come out, and then you can have a static encounter. And there is multiplayer in the wild area. The characters can all be, like, you can have up to 4 people in the wild area at one time, which is awesome. Gyms. We have a high quality version of the gym logo. I just like this logo. Why there is what those 3 lines mean, I have no idea. But I think it might represent the 3 lines that you see above Pokemon's head when Dynamaxed. Another info, there is a flower shop in the Grass Gym town, and there is also one seen in the Steam City. We have a business with Pokemon usage. There's even the body on the logo. This is awesome. Leon, possible early battle, or he's just posing for the camera, who knows. But if he loses there, that would kind of ruin the rest of the game, like his whole thing is that he doesn't lose. So I don't know whether we will have an early battle. On the train cutscene, Hop has a blue Rotom phone, which doesn't make sense because Rotom Shiny is not blue. So, can I explain that, Game Freak, or because I'd assume that that's how it's decided, because we have an orange Rotom phone and Rotom's colour is orange. But then again, thinking back to Sun and Moon, the Rotom Pokédex was red, Rotom's orange. So, I don't know. Also, the trainer can emote. This is the biggest complaint from Sun and Moon and Let's Go. Thank God. Well, yeah. Just thank whatever, because the trainer can emote. The rival style seems to be like possible, like I think he's going to be like Hugh, he's going to be like a friend, but he's also going to be quite eager to beat me. Gym-wise, Rotom Drone can broadcast the gym battles to the public. Oh, and the release date, I called it again. I found the tweet, but it does say now, like when it says posted. But I did post it, like according to my phone, it was a while back. But I did call it again. I actually called the reveal and release date this time, which is awesome. But the tweet seems to have deleted, so that's annoying. Anyway, when I say enjoy the video, subscribe. The video's not over. E3. Let's continue. Nessa, the water-type gym leader. She uses a Dreadnought. I didn't add that in though for some reason, because I'm lazy or something. Nessa is definitely a very interesting character, and I think they should be quite an interesting one to battle. Some trainers have already battled her in the E3 demo. Yes, I have actually updated it. His name is Victor, and as is Gloria. The bike, it's a seamless transition from land to water. You don't have to like press a button, you just literally ride in. While battles, oh no, these aren't static encounters, these are symbol encounters. You just run into them, and that's how it happens. And these are wild encounters, where you just run into the wild Pokemon. Pokemon Home, right. This is the one that everybody has been talking about on Twitter. Only Pokemon in the Galar Pokédex can be transferred into Sword and Shield. Stop having a go at Masuda and everybody else. It was a decision. They didn't know what the fans would want. You seem fine with it in Let's Go and in Sun and Moon where they didn't know how to Pokédex entry. Let's face it, they were leading up to this. Just accept it. It's too late now. New move, Grookey's Branch Poke. Weird move, no. But it's nice that he's getting an exclusive move. The little area markers, that's quite nice. We see the wild area tag, meaning that there might be other sections of places like Steam City West, Steam City East. And no, it's not going to be called Steam City, who knows what it's going to be called. And also a new item is called the Pungent Root. I've never heard of this before, and nor did I ever need to, but it seems pretty cool. Max raid battles, after getting past half health, you have to break the gauge, the gorge or whatever you want to call it, to attack again. So you have to just attack. Every time you attack, you raise one part of the gauge. So you have to do that 5 times, and then you can hurt it again. Water Gym, the credit to Pro Beach for the inside screenshots. We haven't had a full screenshot yet. We can see the water maze, which has got pipes. I think that they're quite similar to the ones in Mario, but correct me. And the outside, it's a stadium. They're all stadiums. I liked how in black and white, and to an extent X and Y, because I think a couple weren't done like the same. How they were different, but I can understand why they were done the same. There's Pokemon, 3 Pokemon, one of them is Dreadnought. She does Dynamax, her Dreadnought. You can also encounter strong Pokemon. I believe that you were told that you can't catch them unless you've like defeated like a gym leader. But it's going to be far stronger. Like, I don't think it's going to be totem levels of strong, but it might be. Who knows? Now, on the 8th of July 2019, we got the first Sword and Shield trailer. The other 2 are directs. This is a trailer. So, in Pokemon Sword, you're going to be facing B. Fighting type gym leader, the third gym leader probably. She uses a Hitmon top and is a fighting type master in the rock area just past the Diglett monument. Alistair is the gym leader in Pokemon Shield. He is a ghost type gym leader and is very young and apparently hangs around in ruins and cemeteries. He also uses a Mimikyu. Rose is the chairman of the Pokemon League and the president of a big company within Galar. He's a very seemingly kind trainer, but I personally think that there's a bit more suspicion going on. Especially when you take a look at Alina. She just looks, or Oleana? She just looks like she doesn't want to be there and that she's got more important things to do. Possibly some sinister things. She is Rose's secretary though. Next up is a new Pokemon. Alcremie. It's fairy type with the ability Sweet Veil. This ability has been used since they introduced Slurpuff and Swirlix. It seems to have a new move. We don't know what it's called, but apparently there's an essence or something. I don't know. Well, I do, but I also don't because I can't remember. Yampa. This one was revealed during E3 technically, as well as Impotent, which hasn't actually been officially revealed yet. It's an electric type with the ability Ball Fetch, which is a brand new ability. First Pokeball that is thrown within the battle, if it doesn't work, Yampa will go collect it. It does seem to be an early game Pokemon because you can obtain it at level 8. Roly-Coly. Or Roly-Coly? I don't know. It has a new ability, Steam Engine. It can raise its speed drastically if hit by a fire or water type move, according to the website. So that could be a bit interesting for when you're trying to do a super effective move, like a water type move. Why you'd be using a fire type against a rock type, I have no idea. But it is the cold Pokemon. Apparently every household owned one until about 100 years ago. Next up is Duraludon. I think that's what it's called. It reminds me of Dialga. Not just the typing, its design as well. It just looks like a Dialga. It has two new abilities, Light Metal and Heavy Metal. I might be wrong about the whole thing, like new abilities, but Light Metal and Heavy Metal, seriously? It's just two different, whether it's heavy or light. Who knows? I don't, but I guess we'll find out soon. Gigantamaxing is a new form of Pokemon. Only certain members of a species of Pokemon can do this, and only certain species. I personally think it's just too much like Mega Evolution, and with Dreadnought, there is nothing you can say to make me stop thinking it looks like Mega Slowbro. First of all is Alcremie. It is a fairy type and it remains its type and ability, and it just looks like a cake on top of a cake, on top of a cake, on top of a cake. And then there's a Pokemon on top, because why not? It has its signature move as G-Max Finale, and with G-Max Pokemon, with Gigantamax Pokemon, they can only use one move. All their moves turn into one thing. G-Max Finale is Alcremie's. Corviknight. I don't think it looks very different to the original opinion though, so feel free to tell me I'm wrong. Its ability and type remain the same, and it has a move that I can't remember the name of, but it is awesome. And Dreadnought, the Mega Slowbro, the Gigantamaxing community. It's a Water and Dragon type, Steel, Shell Armor, and has G-Max Stone Surge. Why it has Stone Surge, given that it's a Water type and not a Rock type, I don't know. Endorsements. Companies will sponsor trainers in gym battles. You'll see them in gyms, you'll see them on Nessa and the other gym leaders. You'll see them all over the place. And Leon has so many. He's done by Game Freak, by every other company you can think of. You and your rival Hop will receive letters of endorsement from Leon. Basically, he will endorse you. You and Hop. And that's quite nice actually. I appreciate the fact that he's endorsing you because he's the champion. He's never lost a battle. In the final league, you have to face off lots of trainers for the Elite Four. We don't know how many it is. We've currently only seen what I believe to be your rivals. Those two that you can see in the background, as well as Hop, who was showing slightly beforehand. Version exclusives. This is our last stretch before the end of the video. We've got Jangmo and Dino are exclusive to Pokémon Sword, whereas Larvitar and Gumi are exclusive to Pokémon Shield. Now, somebody points out on Twitter that in Sword, both Jangmo and Dino are very offensive Pokemon. Not as in like racist or something like that. Offensive as in attack, special attack, stuff like that. Larvitar, Gumi are more defense and special defense. But anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, I forgot to add something at the end. So, if you've enjoyed this video, I appreciate the subscribing, the liking, whatever. There will be the Pokemon and region updates coming out. I hashtag Team Shield and hashtag Team Scorebunny. If you're, well, just let me know what team you're on in the comments and everywhere else. And I appreciate all the support I get on Instagram, YouTube and Twitter. Go follow me there on YouTube and Twitter, Instagram, and join my Discord servers. They are all linked below. Anyway, thank you and bye.